What's up, guys? I just thought I would do another review. This time I'm going to be doing Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze. Now, I know what you're thinking. If you saw my other Ninja Turtle video with the Ninja Turtles 1990 review, I actually filmed it, and filmed the DVD. I do have the DVD for Ninja Turtles 2. I don't have it here at the living quarters I live at right now, and to go all the way out to my dad's house just to get that movie, it just seems like a waste. Especially because I'm just in the Ninja Turtle mood now. I don't want to wait till however long it takes to get to that movie, and I'm not in the mood to do Ninja Turtles anymore. But I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on the movie. I mean, what more can be said? I mean, especially about any of these Ninja Turtle movies. I mean, you guys have probably already seen them. You don't really need my input. I won't have nearly as long of a story for this one either because I didn't really grow up with this movie. Um, I was born in '89, I've mentioned this before, and I grew up with the Ninja Turtles towards the end, the dying run of the show, of the original '80s cartoon. But as far as the actual movies, the only one I really grew up with was the first movie. Um, but I'll go ahead and give you just a quick rundown of how I got into the movie, and then I'll give you a quick movie review because there's not much I want to say about this movie. I do enjoy it, but I do have a few problems with the movie. I don't want to go full on rant because I know there's so many people that like this movie, and I don't hate it, um, but I do have a lot of problems with it. And if you're a fan of this movie, that's great. I mean, I'm still a fan of the movie, regardless that I have problems with it. Okay, and my problems may be different to yours, and that's cool. We can agree to disagree on some things. I think most people will agree with what I have to sort of rant on the movie for. But I'm not like doing a full blown rant. I don't hate the movie. I still can enjoy the movie, but there's things about it that just piss me off like a lot. But regardless, Ninja Turtles 2. I'll go ahead and give the brief history on it how I obtained the movie and watched it and all that. So back, you heard my story about the first Ninja Turtle movie. Well, after I got the DVD player, it was summer church camp of like 2002 or 3. I want to say 2003. Uh, I got the movie sometime. It was either before or after the church camp because after church camp I had some extra money, and that extra money I used to buy Ninja Turtles 3. So I'm pretty sure I either bought it before or after. But I was really obsessed with the first Ninja Turtle movie back then, and that was, like I said, in about 2003, and that was because, I don't know, I just was. I had a DVD player finally, and I was quoting the movie all throughout that year of church camp, so, with a friend of mine, so I wanted to see these extra movies, Ninja Turtles 2 and Ninja Turtles 3, because I found them on DVD. I didn't know they existed. There was no trailers or anything that I recall on the Ninja Turtles 1 DVD, so I really didn't remember that they existed, and I was like, oh, hey, cool. A sequel to the Ninja Turtles movie? It's going to be awesome. And right off the bat, I'm just going to say there's probably not much more I'm going to be able to say uh, that you haven't already heard before, so again, I'm just going to say I do have mixed feelings on it, but I still like the movie. But if you don't want to watch any further than that, then that's fine. But Ninja Turtles 2, it's great. You got this guy, I don't remember his name, but the guy who plays Kino, I don't remember the actor's name, but apparently he was a double in the first Ninja Turtle movie, which I think is kind of cool. He did really well in this movie, I thought. I liked Kino in this movie. But as you guys remember, at the end of the first Ninja Turtle movie, Shredder gets crushed by the trash compactor. And right off the bat, this is one of my problems. First of all, I'm glad that the Shredder got to come back, but not in the way that he came back. Not because it's not believable, but because the Shredder is given nothing to do. Like, not even joking, man. You watch this movie, and you get to the end, and it was a waste of fucking time. The Shredder is not. He doesn't even do anything. He literally never fights, really. Um, he just doesn't do shit. He's just in the movie to be in the movie, and I just think that's shit. There is a really copped out ending. First of all, before I even get into that, I mean, you see the Ninja Turtles fight the bad guys, and they don't even use their weapons. That's another thing that really bothered me. I guess a bunch of parents were mad, but I mean, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they're ninjas. I mean, what's so hard to get that through someone's head? And I think the other thing was that there was swearing. It was a more serious tone movie for the first movie, but even though it's cheesy, I can still find entertainment to watch it because overall it's still a decent movie. But like I said, there's just things that piss me off about it. Like I said, the Shredder thing. I think Shredder's look is cool. I think Super Shredder is cool. But when he's given nothing to do, it's just a slap in the face. It's like with Mortal Kombat Annihilation, adding all those characters in and then doing nothing with them. Except this time, there wasn't that many characters added in this movie, and the main villains are Toka and Razor, the snapping turtle and wolf. I mean, come on. I don't have a problem if you're going to bring in those new characters. I didn't actually have a problem with Toka and Razor. I really didn't. You know? But my problem is, you've got the Shredder in here, and you don't do anything with him. I believe the Shredder was changed as far as the actor. I don't think it's the same actor anymore. That never bothered me. I'm just putting that in as input. Tatsu came back, which was really cool. I like Tatsu as a character. The Ninja Turtles some of them were changed as far as voice cast. Raphael was changed indefinitely. I don't recall if Leonardo was changed. I do remember Corey Feldman was replaced from Donatello to some other guy, and the guy who played Michelangelo played the same guy in all three movies. Was it Robbie Wrist, I think? And then the guy in the suit, I think, played the same as well. Mike Kellyan or something Sisti. I don't know how to pronounce his first name, but yeah, and I didn't have a problem with the actual suited people. Um, Raph's voice I thought was fine. At first, I couldn't tell the difference. Someone actually mentioned, you do know that Raph has a different voice actor, right? I'm like, really? And I guess they do. Going back and listening to it. Um, Donatello has a different voice. I don't hate Corey Feldman's voice. Um, I know there's some people that don't care for Corey Feldman, but I thought he was okay. And but I like this new guy too. I like the fact that they changed his character though to be more sciency. Donatello is more nerdy, I guess, which is cool. So he wasn't like a carbon copy of Michelangelo like in the first movie, which I thought was fine. Paige Turco changed. They changed Judith Hogue to Paige Turco as April, and I like both actresses. I thought they're both fine. Casey Jones does not return in this movie, which doesn't really piss me off. It's just kind of like, why? Why is he not in this movie? So I don't know. But getting back to the movie, um, like I said, man, the Shredder's in this movie. He's given nothing to do, which is bullshit. Toka and Razor, they get a fight, and they're kind of dumb, but they're funny. And there's funny lines in this movie. My favorite one's from Raph when he goes, "Come on, let's do it, eh? Let's do it." I don't know. I like that line. Um, I mean, and there was a lot of little classic lines, just from all the characters. But the turtles interacted very well in this movie. I thought. I thought the relationship between Raph and Mikey was a bit better in this movie. Um, I mean, they had one scene in the first movie with the turtle wax, but I just thought it was a little bit better in this movie. But I mainly liked the fact that Donatello was not a carbon copy of Michelangelo like in the first movie. Um, Toka and Razor, again, were fine characters, even though they were created, made up characters for the movie. They ended up starring in Ninja Turtles 4 Turtles in Time on the Super Nintendo, and I'm sure it was in the arcade too. But that's that. But other than that, yeah, it was a little cheesy. The fact they didn't use their weapons kind of pissed me off. But what more so pissed me off, again, like I said before, was the Shredder. I mean, why the hell is he not doing anything in this movie? Why is he even here? He just yells at Toka and Razor to attack stuff. And I mean, that's it. And then he grabs that girl hostage. He takes the, Kino comes in, kicks that ooze container, and, and then he gets blown away. He has this last vial of ooze, and then, I think it was Michelangelo wails on the guitar, and the speaker's really loud, and it blows the Shredder away. And then you find out he's Super Shredder, and he's under the docks. He crushes the docks on himself, and he dies. It was just so shitty, man. It really was. I always thought that was bullshit. But I mean, other than that, the story's okay. I remember seeing this once a really, really long time ago, and the scene I remember was with the mutated dandelions. I don't know why, but that scene always stuck in my head as a kid. And then when I finally bought this on DVD, I was like, oh hey, Ninja Turtles 2. That's where that came from. But other than that, I mean, the movie's okay. The only problem I have with it is the turtles aren't using their weapons. I don't care that it's campy or cheesy. That never really bothered me. The burp jokes I don't like. I probably liked them as a kid, but I don't like them anymore. I think they're stupid. They're not funny. It's a lame attempt at trying to be funny. Um, and the fact that when they drug those donuts for Toka and Razor, and then they get ready to eat one, and he's like, "Yeah, num nums," and then they're stupid, but yet he crushes the donut and's like, "Oh, hey, there's something in here." Like, how would you know? Because I believe, they start to eat one of them. One of them eats one donut, and then the other one doesn't and crushes it. Like, you just guess. He's like, "Oh, hey, you drugged these." Like, what the fuck, man? But regardless, a lot of people bitch about Vanilla Ice in this movie. I never had a problem with that. I guess I just don't see it. I don't see the problem. I thought the ninja rap was entertaining. And this is coming from someone who didn't even grow up with this movie, really. You want to count age 13 or whatever when I watched this as growing up with it, fine, but, I thought it was fine. I didn't really have a problem with it. Like I said, my only problem is, again, I've repeated it multiple times, but Shredder just was given nothing to do. I don't think they should have brought him back if they were going to do it like this. I think it would have been really cool to bring Shredder back for a third movie. If they could have just raised up the ante a bit and said, okay, the Revenge of Shredder or something, and then they have to find out a way to beat Super Shredder. I think that would have been really cool. And you can't tell me that, oh, he died from docks falling on him. That kills him, but a trash compactor doesn't. Like, that is stupid. So, anyway, I think I've rambled on this long enough. I know this one's a little bit shorter, a little less to the point, or a little more to the point, I should say. Again, I've never really reviewed movies on my YouTube channel, but I wanted to give my thoughts on Ninja Turtles 2. I mean, the plot is basic. I mean, what more can I say? It's, I've already ruined the goddamn ending, but, I mean, what more can I say about Secret of the Ooze? They find out about their past, which really wasn't needed. There's no real secret to the Ooze. I mean, they know it mutates stuff. And the fact that it's like, oh, we learn more about our past, but they really don't, as far as I remember. It's been a long time since I've seen this, but I don't remember them really knowing anything that they didn't know before. I think more so it was just about, hey, look what the Ooze can do. I think that was really the only secret, and it really wasn't that big of a secret. So I don't know. I guess I never understood that. I think it was just a tacked on title. I don't mind the title. And I do like this picture that I've shown here where they do the jump up sequence, freeze frame, and bam, Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze. I can just imagine being a kid in the theater seeing that. Of course, I wasn't because I would have only been 2 years old when this movie came out. So, but anyway, if you guys stuck with me the whole way, I want to thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. I don't hate this movie. I just think it's sort of a mixed opinion sort of deal. I can still watch it and have fun with it. I understand it's more campy, um, and that never bothered me. Vanilla Ice doesn't bother me. The voice acting I thought was good. Oh, the suits. I want to mention one last thing about the suits. The suits were fucking awesome in this movie. I still prefer the skin style of the old suits, but the suits are better. Regardless if I prefer the first ones, the suits are better in this movie. The animatronics are better, and unfortunately, this was Jim Henson's last movie for the Ninja Turtles, I guess, and I think last Jim Henson movie in general for this kind of work. Which is why Ninja Turtles 3 looks like dog shit. But I'll tell you guys more about that when I review that. But Ninja Turtles 2, I don't see why people hate on it so much. I don't think it's worth the hate. I think it's just a mixed opinion sort of thing. I think it's okay. I still find entertainment. If you don't like this movie, that's cool. I don't mind it. There are things that piss me off about it, but it's still entertaining and fun. I can have fun with it. I can watch it as a time waster. You know, it's okay to me. But that's all I want to say. I think I'm just kind of rambling on now, 17 minutes in, so I just want to thank you guys for watching. And I think that's all I can say. I think I covered everything. I like Paige Turco as April, if I didn't already say that. And yeah, stay tuned for, I guess, Ninja Turtles 3, which I hate Ninja Turtles 3. I'll have to rewatch it again. It's been years since I've seen it, but I'm not looking forward to it because I remember I really didn't care for it. But again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Peace.